Well, the discussion comes and goes over the years for various reasons. Bill Ripken has been among those championing very loudly the adopting of the DH in both leagues. You've done so for a long time and almost counterintuitive to everything else you stand for because you're an old school guy. You're saying it's time to let this go and put the DH in play in the NL.
Well, I think especially now with the 15 clubs in both leagues, interleague from opening day to the end of the day. So just in the simple fairness of the situation, when you're an American League club, you've got to finish the year. Somebody's got to finish the year in a National League park. If they're fighting for one of those 2 wild card spots, where's the fairness in that? We've talked a lot about fairness in the game of baseball, and I think it's time we all play by one set of rules.
What do you guys think? I mean, National Leaguers for the most part.
All I hear, I did a D train on it yesterday
Right.
where I don't want to lose my best players. The fact that baseball is going to be without Adam Wainwright for the remainder of the season pains me. Max Scherzer's got to skip a start. But all I hear is the NL owners will never go for it. I don't understand why an owner, the people that own the teams have a...
Well, let's go
old school.
But let's go back to 1972. I'm going to drop that on you right because you weren't even born yet.
I was just born in.
Were you born in? 1972, the vote came to play, right? Ruly Carpenter, the owner of the Philadelphia Phillies, went deep sea fishing. This was before the advent of the cell phone. He was going to vote for the DH. Pittsburgh was going to vote with Philadelphia. You need a majority vote. Houston abstained. The vote ended up 5-4 against if Ruly didn't go fishing, or we would have had a cell phone. Since 1972, we would have had the DH. So all these so-called old school guys that were born that year, maybe, now you're sitting there looking, you would even never known what the National League was. And I don't buy into the strategy. Let's say we're trying
Why
to get... Let me tell you. Let's say we're trying to get new baseball fans. And we are, right? I'm a baseball fan, non-baseball fan. We're at a Wago together. We're watching the game, having a good time. This guy's dealing. 1-2 outs, guy gets a base hit, gets the third out of the inning with the 4-0 hitter. Next inning, he comes out. Boom, boom, out, out. Next guy hits a double. The 8-hole hitter comes up. Now, you're the non-baseball fan. You ask me when you watch a series of pitch, wide, wide, wide. Why? He lost control. And I say, no, it's the strategy. He wants to face the pitcher. And then you say, well, doesn't the 8-hole hitter know that the pitcher's behind him? And he goes, yes. And then you say, where's the strategy in that? It's a boring brand. I'm sorry. There's no more excitement in the National League. And if we're trying to get new fans, and you watch Bartolo Colon swing the stick up there.
Made some adjustments.
You think that's what's going to – oh, come on. Cliff.
He made the adjustment. Didn't we say before the show started, what did you say about the Marlins-Mets game last night? 1 hour and 59 minutes. That's the great part of the game. If I'm looking at a game and I watch a game in an hour and 59 minutes, that's amazing. It was a pitching duel. I love that aspect of it because you added that ninth hitter.
I'm glad you said pitching duel because right now Wainwright's not pitching anymore.
Well, that's fine. I mean,
I want to come see him pitch every 5th day.
Well,
I don't want to see him swing the bat. I don't care if he swings the bat. Look,
I do, though, because I believe that's a part of it. When you look at your Donnie Ventura talking all this smack in the American League, dude don't hit much.
We can fix it.
Matt Bum had the great.
We can fix that in another way. We can fix that in another way.
Throw some gloves and get after it.
Pitchers don't hit when they're 13 years old and they're just pitchers. They don't hit in high school. They don't hit in college. They don't hit in rookie ball. They don't hit in A ball. You got to go to AA leagues to find 2 National League clubs facing each other before they hit.
These cats in the American League.
They don't hit.
Yeah, but how tired is it when we used to come out for BP every day and the pitchers are taking batting practice every single day?
They're not going for it. They loved it. They love to hit. James Shields, I guarantee you, is having a blast in San Diego because he just is swinging the bat.
He might be having a blast. Look, all year last year, I argued about this home plate collision stuff, right? We don't understand the rules. We're not understanding this. They out-call, save-call. We don't get it. In January, I didn't wake up one day and say, man, we had no catchers getting popped, right? I didn't miss it. Game still worked. Same thing's going to happen. The DH is coming. It will happen in both leagues. And after that first year, we say, oh, there's no strategy. It'll be gone. It would have been gone in 1972.
Like the wild card,
18,
like
19.
interleague play. Yeah, I want to talk about the money component of this in a moment. But players have opinions on this, including Madison Bumgarner. This is the quote that Cliff alluded to a moment ago, telling Henry Shulman of the San Francisco Chronicle, I guarantee you some of the things you're seeing in the American League, speaking of Yordan Ventura, et cetera, wouldn't happen if pitchers had to hit. There'd be a whole lot more polite. Very well said by Madison Bumgarner. But I want to get back to this money aspect of it because we hear this a lot. about the Players Union, and you guys have all three benefited from the largesse of the Players Union in your careers. If the Players Union is about preserving more jobs for more players, doesn't the DH in the National League mean more jobs still, more veteran guys hold on, median salaries go up? Isn't that a good thing for baseball? And why then would anybody be reluctant to accept that from that standpoint?
You know what, Matty? It's a great point, but for me, there's a very few pure DHs in the game. Even in the American League, you got Big Papi. And then after that, an A-Rod right now, and Nelly Cruz, who still moonlights in the outfield, and Vic Martinez. After that, it's used as a great tool to get everyday guys off their feet. So I don't think it's, the DH is going to make $12 to $15 million necessarily. I think you could still nickel and dime it and patchwork it to create platoon systems where it would benefit. I know watching Eddie Encarnacion in Toronto, nothing would make him happier, and I'm speaking for him, nothing would make him happier than to get off that turf every once in a while and just DH and not play first base. Get Jose Bautista off that turf. Get Jose Reyes off that turf. I'm telling you, I sit here and I listen, and I came up an NL guy, and when I did that diatribe yesterday, I was like, man, I'm a staunch NL guy when I started writing it. And then you write all the reasons why you should have the
Number
DH.
one, you go back to fairness.